Now we're going to look at an applied problem using three equations and three variables. John invested his inheritance of $12,000 in three different funds. Part in a money market fund, paying 3% interest annually. Part in municipal bonds, paying 4% annually. And the rest in mutual funds, paying 7% annually. So we know he's going to have X plus Y plus Z is $12,000. We're trying to find out what X, Y, and Z are. Okay. And then John invests $4,000 more in mutual funds. So which one was mutual funds? That would be, that's the last one, the 7% one. So 4,000 more mutual funds than municipal bonds. And municipal bonds was the second one. So I'm calling this first one our X, municipal bonds Y, and mutual funds Z. So he invested 4,000 more in mutual funds than he invested in municipal bonds. So that gives us the equation Z equals, so Z is mutual funds. It's going to be the same thing as municipal bonds plus 4,000. So 4,000 more in mutual funds. And if we want to put this in the same format as the other equations we've been doing, by subtracting y from both sides, we get negative y plus z equals 4,000. So negative y plus z is 4,000. Now the last one is the total interest earned over 1 year is 670. So based on these interest rates that we see, we can say, now we have two choices. I'm going to start with this, 0.03 in decimal form, x, plus 0.04y, plus 0.07z is 670. But it's really hard dealing with decimals like that. So if I multiply everything by 100, then I would have, I'm going to multiply everything by 100. And it'll give me 3x plus 4y plus 7z equals 67000. Okay. So here are our equations. X plus y plus z equals 12,000. Negative y plus z equals 4,000. And 3x plus 4y plus 7z equals 67,000. So we already have an equation with just two variables. So let's get another one with two variables, the same two variables, a y and a z, and then from there we can solve to get our, we'll get a y and a z pretty easily, and then we'll be able to get our x. So if I take the first one and the third one, so I'm going to take that 3x plus 4y plus 7z equals 67,000. And I want to eliminate the x, so I'm multiplying the x one by negative 3, the first one by negative 3. So it gives me negative 3x, so that's what's going to be happening here. 3x minus 3y minus 3z equals 36,000, negative 36,000. If I add these together, the x's are gone as we had planned, and we have y plus 4z equals, what is that, 31,000? Okay. Now I can use the second equation and this equation together. So if I take that negative y plus z equals 4,000, and add them together, I get 5z. So what I've done is I brought this here. 5z equals 35,000. Then I can divide by 5. So z is 7,000. Then we put it back into, I'll put it in the second one, negative y plus 7,000 equals 4,000. So subtracting 7,000, negative y is negative 3,000, or y equals 3,000. Now we know our y and our z. We can go to the first equation and get our x. So x plus 3,000 plus 7,000 equals 12,000. So x is 2,000. So our result would be, let me see if I can put it all together. We would have, what were the categories again? 2,000 money market. I'm going to be out of the screen, aren't I? Let me slide this over a bit. I could find my cursor. Money market. I'm going to have 3,000 in municipal bonds. I'm going to call it muni bonds. And we're going to have, what's left? The Z we said was 7,000 in mutual funds. Okay, and that's it.